good evening, and welcome to Tea Time.
Hey everybody, welcome to Tea Time. Happy 2023. That's right, it's January 2nd, 2023, first Monday of the new year. I'm going to talk about my weekend real quick and then get to my in-studio guests. Talk about Friday night. I basically just stayed home and relaxed and chilled. Saturday, New Year's Eve, I went to my parents in Queens. And Carol Casey, who last year hosted New Year's Eve, hosted this year again. So Bobby's got a couple of pictures of me with mom and dad in Queens. There we are. Look at Mr. and Mrs. Candace Tracy.
Yeah, good picture.
Yeah, and that's sweet. And then the next one is them with Carol Casey. It was a great time. You know, they're on the 23rd floor in their apartment that faces Manhattan, and there was fireworks, and it was just beautiful. And then Sunday, we went to my brother's house in Massapequa for a New Year's Day brunch, and which was a lot of fun. It was really, really good. All right, so listen, David Cohen. Bobby's going to put up the picture of me and David when I did Bat Boy, a Yankee Miracle, and he was there in the Boogie Down Bronx. And happy birthday to David. Today's his birthday. Thank you. And also, you know, I just heard that actor Jeremy Renner was in a really bad snowplow accident. I'm not too sure how it happened, but I do know he's in the hospital. So I want to pray for Jeremy, and I hope he gets well right away. So listen, let me get to my guest. You know my show goes very fast. Thank you everyone for watching the show. Please like it. Please share it. Tea Time's on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Twitch TV. You can see this every Saturday on Channel 20 at 11 a.m. for people on Long Island who get Optimum. He's a film/TV producer, writer, director. He's an artist. An amazing plethora of a career in front of me.
Plethora.
plethora. Stephen Calapai.
Done it all.
Calapai?
Yeah,
Calapai
good enough.
is here.
Close
How
enough.
are you?
Good, how are you?
How do you say it? Do you say Calapai?
Some people say Calapai, some people say Calapai.
Really?
Yeah.
But
In high school, they used to call me Happy Calapi. So, you know, I get everything. It depends who I'm with. You know, if I'm with somebody famous and they say, hey, it's Calapai, that's who I am. Yeah.
That's it, you got it.
My mother, if my mother saw me, my mother would be like, nope, it's Calapai. Whatever.
So listen, and speaking of your mother is 84, and she's on the island, and God bless that we're so blessed that we still have our moms.
Yep,
you know?
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, it's huge. You're originally from Hicksville.
Hicksville, yeah. Grew
Went
up
to
a lot
Hicksville
in
High
Howard
School.
Beach too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And then
a lot of weekends in Howard Beach.
Oh, okay. Yes. So what did you do after high school? Where did you go? What did you do?
Well, I was acting.
Okay.
I acted and I modeled after high school. I had a good run. Did 21 Jump Street.
Oh, cool.
I was up for the part of Booker, the spin-off.
Yeah.
With Richard Grieco.
Yeah.
Who I'm pretty good friends with. I just did a movie with him.
Really?
Good guy. Yeah, he's still going.
Wow.
Did a lot of acting, did a lot of different things, worked in different businesses and wound up in this industry.
Yeah. Well, I know you, look, my daughter's a child of divorce, and I know you are too.
Yeah.
And an outlet for you was really, you know, putting yourself in a corner and just drawing and
arts, getting into the arts, and watched a lot of film, a lot of television.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I worked at 54. When I was really young, 15, 16.
Really?
Spent a lot of time in the city, so I got to see a lot of great things.
Yeah. Wow.
I've been to Warhol parties and stuff, so I got a really cool education.
That's wild. And you also self-taught yourself how to play the drums.
Drums, yeah.
And is it true that you would go out at night on your bicycle and look for a drum set that
100%,
someone,
yeah.
like you were looking for drum set that like someone might have thrown away?
Yeah, because we didn't have the extra money for it because my parents were divorced. So if I found something in the garbage,
You
I would
found
sand
a
it.
drum set.
My first one, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And it
sanded
wasn't
it
a bad
down.
one, but you didn't like the color.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, it was like I should have kept it because today it's probably worth a fortune.
Yes.
But I went out to my father's shed.
Because it was like a
and got
pearl
sandpaper.
white or something.
It was like a
pearl?
champagne pearl,
Champagne pearl?
which was so nerdy back then.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays you see guys playing the retro sets and they're cool.
Yeah.
Back then I was a total like geek, you know.
But you like sanded it down, you painted it, you
Sure
wanted it
did.
to look cool. You were in a lot of garage bands back
Oh,
then.
a ton, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. We played a lot of great
Did you
places.
do a lot of original songs back then, or did you do covers?
We started out with covers, then we did the original whole scene, and you know.
And what type
so
of
scene.
music was it?
Like hard stuff, you know.
Really?
Hair down to here. And,
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of
You know,
guys,
yeah,
bands
but-
look like women back then. Yeah.
From where I started, you know, my education was on the street and the art galleries in the city, and
Yeah.
54 was awesome. You
Yeah,
know,
Studio
crazy,
54.
but
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I did a lot of touring and worked for record labels and
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
It's an amazing career, really.
Yeah, I got really, really lucky, blessed.
Yeah, that's my word. My word is blessed and grateful all the time. And you, like you said, you originally started acting and modeling.
Yep.
And then, but you've dabbled in everything. I mean,
Yeah.
you really have. I mean, you were an executive in, like you said, in the music and recording industry,
Yep.
and you were working on A&R, and you were producing. You were an artist. You were also a tour manager.
Yeah, I was a tour manager, did A&R. I ran a film company, and I took a lot of the music experience and integrated that into the soundtracks.
Right.
So I got a little bit, I shouldn't say a little bit, got a lot of experience in the things I did,
Yeah.
which is still helping me today,
Right.
you know.
No, it's
Got to be very well-rounded.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is it's like my friend, and we talked about my friend Ralph Bracco, how he's been on Law and Order for 9 years, and when you're on
Yeah, he's a good
Law
guy.
and
I
Order,
like
you,
him.
you see a lot and you learn a lot. Now that he's doing the Benson Oaks Boys with John Marola, he's really taken a front seat
Mm-hmm.
to help produce it, and he's like, you learn a lot when you do many different things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not only a learning experience, but it really does put more in your arsenal.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
I'm still learning to this day. And even, I did 2 feature films this last year. I did 3 documentaries and an infomercial, and you never stop learning.
Well, that's the whole thing.
You know?
And my whole thing is I never say no. I always say yes,
Right.
and then I worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I
I
do.
always say yes, and
Yeah.
you posted something, which I didn't give to Bobby, something about knocking on the doors, and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
show the doors, and I say,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
want to knock on them, I want to kick them in.
Yeah.
So I can relate to that picture of the door
Yeah, that's
being
saying
knocked down.
knocking the door and
No,
it'll
you don't
open
wanna
is
knock.
not true.
No.
You got to knock it down.
Yeah, it's so true. It's so true. And you're also a part of the Grammy member. You're part of the voting
Yeah, I
for
was
the
a
Grammys.
voting Grammy member, yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah,
How
it
much
was
fun
cool.
was that?
A
That's like
lot.
power.
Not really.
I don't
It was
know.
fun.
I know. I think it's kind of like,
It was fun at the time. It was about
Yeah.
25 years ago, but it was fun. Again, I mean, it gave me the experience,
Yeah.
I learned from
Yeah.
that.
and
Honored to be there.
And then composer.
Yeah. Wrote a ton of stuff. I do all my own soundtracks, too.
You do.
Yep.
Well, I have to say I did enjoy what I watched.
Cool.
I like what I heard.
Yeah, the one that I'd like to work with Ralph, so I
Yeah.
think Operation Wasteland, which we just did, which is a great documentary. It's on my page.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
Come
that.
see it.
Yeah, it's a true. I
True
loved.
story.
I loved watching it. I watched that 19-minute reel you had, or whatever you had.
Yeah,
I
that's a
watched
good
it, and
one.
I was like, "Wow, this is." First of all, I never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I knew that everything. I knew the concept of it, and everything was taken down, but I didn't know how the people who were involved really
Crazy,
never got.
right? Yeah.
It's horrific.
Yeah, well, there was a group of detectives that took down the biggest names in organized crime in the 90s, in 1995.
Right.
And they got no credit for it.
None. How horrible is that?
Just
And they
terrible.
were the undercovers. They're the ones that put their lives at risk, and
Yeah.
the FBI couldn't even take them down.
Yeah.
And this all had to
Everybody
do with the
tried.
private carding.
They were trying to take down the mob in private carding for at least 50, 60 years, and they couldn't do it.
And they attempted it, like
these
in the
guys
50s. They attempted it in the 60s, the
where
70s.
they couldn't, yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, Ralph's
The
friends
worst
attached
part
to
about
that.
what happened
Louis.
to them was that Giuliani and Bratton promised them this. And when they came to me with the story, and it's totally their story, totally their idea, but we
Yeah.
shared the vision because I'm like, this isn't right and people need to see it.
It isn't right.
So we didn't shoot half a documentary, I shot the whole thing. And it's actually at Networks right now, so we're keeping our fingers crossed.
Oh, I hope so. I hope
Yeah.
so, because
But
it's a story that
we'd
really does need to be told.
We'd like to do the whole circuit too, though, the independent film circuit and all that. So we'll see, but it's cool.
Yeah, I know it really is. From
Cool,
what,
it's a true
what I
story.
saw, it's amazing. As a matter of fact, you got to get that. Would you get that into the festival, the Long Island Festival here? I got to set you up with that.
No, I already spoke to them and the
You
Hamptons
did,
Film Festival.
Deborah. What about Deborah? Deborah Markowitz. She's the one who runs the Long Island.
I'm not sure if my agent got in touch
Okay,
with Deborah,
we'll
but
figure it
maybe.
out. We'll
'Cause
figure it
she
out.
mentioned the Long Island Film Festival. There's one in Belmore she mentioned.
That's the one that she does. the
Oh,
one in
okay,
Belmore.
so, yeah,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
that's
good, good. I actually worked it. I worked it for her this past July, and
Ah,
it was it was fabulous.
Ah, it's great
I'm
what they're
hoping to be
doing.
involved again in July. When
I love
July
what they're
comes
doing.
around.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
I try to
It really
go
was
every year,
amazing.
but sometimes I'm.
A friend of mine is known for his horror flicks. Jerry Landy, love you, Jerry Landy. He's known for his horror flicks, and he actually did a documentary on a gentleman who survived the Holocaust.
Wow.
And he played violin. And because I was like, "What are you doing here?" I says, "Do you have a horror flick?" And he goes, "No, no, this is a doc." And I'm like, "That's nice that you're taking another turn.
Yep.
You're doing something new, and you've done so many different things here."
And the documentaries are so much different from doing a feature film.
Oh,
Because, you know, the documentaries, it's the people, they're cute, though, because they go out there and they think they have to be actors.
They're cute.
No, they are.
They really
It's
just have to
great,
be
you know?
themselves and just tell their story.
Yeah, so a lot of times when I shoot, I don't tell them when the camera's on, and we just let them go, and then the
Because you
magic's
want it
really
to
in
be
the
more
edit.
organic. I get it. I totally get it. Because some people can like freak out knowing it's there or it's on, and sometimes they're talking like this because maybe they think, you know,
Yeah.
you want to pick something up that they're saying.
Yeah, they always go, where do we look? Where's the
Look
camera?
at the person you're talking to.
Yeah, and I'm like, look off to the side of the camera and just do. But, you know, I mean, for the most part, once people believe in their story.
Yes.
So once they get past the lights and the cameras, it's just magic.
Yeah.
It just goes.
And a lot of people have a story to tell.
Oh, yeah,
A lot of
good
people have a
ones.
story to tell. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking about a story to tell, we have to take my first break. So we'll be right back after this. Don't go away.
Wonder Woman was everything to little girls, especially that look like me. She stands for being a voice for people that need a voice. My organization renovates homes for people with disabilities. And when I come home, a self-care routine makes me feel my best. I'm very proud of the difference that we're making, and to see that impact in my community inspires me to work even harder for everyone around me.
How you doing? It's Sal the Voice Valentinetti. Why are you watching me? You should be watching Teresa Canastraci Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. And make sure you follow Teresa on Facebook. Tea Time with Teresa Canastraci Farrell. We'll see you there.
I love the way you say my name. I love. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thank you to Gina from Rescuing Families, what a great commercial for Dove that she did. Rescuing Families is a nonprofit. They renovate homes for people with disabilities. Sal the Voice, love you. Trying to get him on my show. Just spent New Year's Eve in Florida, so when you get back, I want you next to me.
Good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Good man.
So I am with TV, film producer, writer, director. He's an artist, Stephen Calapai.
Good enough. I'll take it. Better than Happy Calapai.
Is here originally from part of back and forth from Queens, but Hicksville, went to Hicksville High School and got into acting and modeling. And then he dabbled in everything, the music industry, and composing. And you also were a manager / producer for, again, two-time #1 recording artist, Freddie Scott.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Oh, great story.
Good, I'm glad I asked.
So I was living in Babylon Village. I was married at the time, and my neighbor was a guitar player.
Oh.
Great guy, incredible guitar player. And he said, "Hey, I tour with these oldies guys. I'm like an old school rock guy, Metallica guy." And I'm like, He goes, "No, come down. It'll be great. Just come to a show at Westbury."
Oh.
When it was called
nice.
Westbury.
Yeah, I always call it Westbury Music.
So he was in the orchestra, and he's backing up all these great bands. Oh, there was such great singers and stuff, and I didn't know a lot of them.
Yeah,
my parents did, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And a guy came out named Freddie Scott, sang the song "Hey Girl."
Yeah, he's an old singer.
Which was #1, and he did another one called "Last Train to Jacksonville," which is another #1. And then there was another one that I worked with him on. The rapper Biz Markie redid one of his songs. That was one of the biggest, top 50 songs of all time.
Yeah.
And that was called "You Got What I Need."
Right. You got what I need.
Yeah. But the original version's a little bit
It's
different.
very different. It's very different.
It was great for
Now, let me ask you a
Freddie.
question. Did Freddie write that song that he got some nice
No, but
on it?
no, but
Because-
he was a signature songwriter
Okay.
at the Brill Building in the
Okay.
city.
Yeah.
So he did get some credit on it.
No, it's
he
good because
wrote with Carole King.
You know how Dolly was running to the bank for Whitney with "I'll Always Love You." So that's why I asked if he actually wrote it.
Yeah, but he wrote with Goffin and King, and good friends with Carole King and Bette Midler, and he actually played with Bette Midler in the bathhouses with Barry Manilow. Barry Manilow was Bette Midler's piano player.
Wow.
And then, so the story. So I'm backstage and we're hanging out.
Yeah.
And when he sang "Hey Girl," I never heard a voice like that in my life. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to at least meet this guy.
Yeah.
And I looked at him, I go, "Who's your manager? Who's your agent?" And he looked at me and he goes, "You are." I'm like, okay. I had nothing to do, but in 2 weeks I got him from there to touring with a lot of acts, and we eventually played with Van Morrison, then we played with Bette Midler because I knew they knew each other.
Right.
So he had a really good run.
Wow.
But what an amazing voice and great history.
Yeah.
Really
That's
great
cool.
history.
See how things happen?
It's
There
like
are
crazy.
no accidents in life.
And because of that, that's how I met these other guys. This is why you have to keep networking.
Yes.
Like, I love what you do
Thank you.
because you just keep pushing forward and pushing
try,
forward. And
yeah.
people call me all the time and say, "What am I doing wrong?" Nothing. You're not doing anything wrong. Nothing wrong with you. You can act, you can write. Just keep doing it. Keep pushing. Because my relationship with Freddie, believe it or not, there were people that came to see him that were in the film industry.
Oh.
And they said, "Hey, we're starting this film company. We'd like you to come for an interview." So I met them in Manhattan, and it turns out they're billion-dollar grossing producers.
Nice.
And I said, "Freddie, I gotta go."
Yeah.
Because I really want to get into this.
Yeah.
And he totally understood, and we actually did some stuff with him with films too. But that was good. So I took that opportunity, and
I ran
it was
with
amazing.
You had to.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. I didn't know what I was doing,
Yeah.
but
But
it's
you
still
learn.
cool.
You say yes and you learn.
I learned,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what my father says. Always say yes. Always say yes.
Within 2 or 3 years, I wound up actually running the company.
Wow.
Yeah, and they did some incredible films.
That's
films
amazing.
you would know.
You know,
Big
well, it's
ones,
funny when
yeah.
you say who's your manager or agent, and he says you are. Then
Yeah, you are.
you actually
Yeah.
became a Hollywood agent
Yep.
/ manager to very
Oh, yeah.
well-known actors, including William McNamara.
Yeah, Billy McNamara, yeah.
Who
What a great guy.
was in Copycat, a wonderful actor.
Yeah, he was a killer in
wonderful,
Copycat.
Wonderful actor. He's still out there doing some things.
Yeah.
You know,
His biggest show was a show. It was the highest rated show in Lifetime's history. It still is. It was called Doing Time on Maple Drive, where he played the son of this very wealthy family. Well, not too wealthy, they were very well-to-do. And it was the first gay character to be introduced into Hallmark back then.
Wow.
Really, really great. People should check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely
good guy.
check
So
that
from
out.
him, I got even other people to up my point.
Yeah.
That you just keep going because you
just
never
keep
know what's going to
going.
happen.
You
next.
never know. You never know what's around the corner. That's why I'm excited for 2023,
Yeah, me
people.
too.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I really am because I know good things are there. Good things are there. They just gotta appear. But you worked, like you mentioned, Bette, and you've worked and appeared with Bette Midler and Billy Joel and Van Morrison and
Van
Cuba Gooding
Morrison,
Jr.
yeah.
and Bruce Springsteen and
Bruce
so
Springsteen,
many more.
Gary Lewis Bonds. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's a fun time.
Yeah.
That is a fun
The
fun
first time but the first time I met Bruce Springsteen, I was like petrified.
Yeah, it's kind of
And in
like
awe.
overwhelming, right?
It was like Wayne's World. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. It's really like that. But honestly, though, after you get so used to it, and it's the same
That's
like
the whole
now.
thing. You know what it
Like,
is? I growing up, and I told you acting. My mom put me on stage at 4 years old.
Yeah.
So I've been on stage.
You
at
told me
4
that.
years.
That's
And-
really
and
cool.
And the whole thing is that, you I don't know. It's like I said. It's in your bones. It's like part of you, and
Never goes away.
No, it never goes away.
No?
It never goes away. I think my father says your mom's the frustrated actress. And I have a picture of my mother's Sweet 16 picture, which I have to show you. She looks just like Liz Taylor. Stunning, just stunning, amazing. I think if she went to Hollywood back in the day, when they
Right.
plucked people and they go, we're going to teach you how to
That's how
sing
that's
and
how
dance.
it used to go. Yeah,
Yeah,
The
that's what they
studio would
did with
pay for
Debbie
everything.
Reynolds and they
sure.
plucked you. I think my mother would have been
They
plucked.
did that with Jane Mansfield too, and
They did.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah,
They groomed them to
They
be
did.
stars.
Back then, that's what they did.
Nowadays, you just got to go. On
Nowadays,
the
you just have to be on
internet
YouTube.
or
yeah,
TikTok.
a YouTube
and-
sensation
Yeah.
or something like that. You also produced live events with Bobby's going to put up some pics. Can you throw up some pics of the some of the celebrities, because I'm going to be naming them, and Bobby's going to be. What, you don't want? You don't
No,
want
I don't care. Yeah.
Bobby's going to be throwing them up
I didn't
because
know,
I have
but-
them here.
yeah.
Here you are with Chuck.
Oh yeah,
It's
what
Chuck
a great
Zito.
guy. Yeah.
Chuck is a doll. I actually met him on the set of
Mm-hmm.
Gravesend this summer. Doll, loved him.
Oh, that
There's
was great.
Cuba Gooding
yeah.
Jr.
We just
He's
did that
amazing.
in.
Now that was last year.
That was in December.
Yeah.
That was December. Great shoot. That was pretty
There's
well.
Bernie. He's a
Yeah.
big Yankee fan, people.
That's
There's
so
Bernie.
cool.
Bernie's great. Bernie played guitar at the Bad
he was
Boy in the Bronx.
amazing.
He
Yeah.
is. He's an amazing guitar player.
Evander.
Evander.
Good story with Evander. I did his business plan for all his gyms.
Really?
Yeah, they were called the Real Deal Gyms. It didn't come to fruition yet, but I did his business plan. So we
Nice.
became kind of
Nice.
friendly. It was
Nice.
nice. Yeah.
That's
I can't say I'm
cool.
best friends with him, but he's.
Susan.
I got his
She's a
number.
Long Island girl.
Oh, she was great.
Yes. She's a doll. I actually met her on the set of All My
Yeah,
Children
she's
back
so
in the
nice.
80s when they were blocking that day. What you got next, Bobby? There's
Oh,
Hulk.
oh, yeah,
Because I was
for
going to
Pink Tie,
say,
yeah.
you've done corporate events and you
Yeah.
do a lot of giving back.
Oh, a
And
ton, yeah.
again, you did events with Regis Philbin, with Pamela Anderson, Mark Brunette, and then you had Hulk Hogan, and then you had Constantine on there. You got a picture of, well, there's Jimmy.
Oh, that was fun.
Did you? But
Yeah.
that was at the races, right?
That's on the NBC podium
Yes.
that I got on with Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, that's a couple years back. That's about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Love him. There's Constantine.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Love him.
I've been asking him to do my show.
Oh, really?
I've been incommunicado with
I gotta
him.
call him then.
You do.
Yeah.
You gotta give him the kick.
He's so cool.
Because he's great. My girlfriend met him, so I'm like, you took a picture of my girlfriend Kim. I sent it to him. You must think I'm a nut.
I did a lot of work
And there's
with him.
Joe.
Joe, great guy.
Oh, I love him.
He asked me who I was picking in the second race, and I'm like, I was hoping to get a cheat sheet and just throw a name out there,
That's
you know.
great. Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, what a great guy, nice guy, little Steven.
Yeah.
That's the Long Island Hall of Fame Awards.
Yes.
That was great,
Yeah.
and I got to meet Steve Vai there too.
Oh wow.
Great, one of my heroes, great guitar player.
How surreal was that for you?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We'll go down memory lane of that.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, you're also into giving back.
Absolutely.
Like myself. You do a lot
Yeah.
of events for different charities and different things.
Yeah,
I
I'm
try to get
working with another great one now. They're called Go Ukraine.
Yes,
They're
yes,
excellent.
Go
Yeah,
Ukraine.
and I did a documentary for
You
them.
did. I have that over
Yeah.
here. So if we're gonna jump
Called
there real
Slava
quick,
Ukraini.
we're gonna jump real quick. Yes, that was a doc,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, and their website's goukraina.com. I'm going to give them a plug.
Yeah, goukraina.com. That also was very riveting to watch.
Wow, what a great
and
story.
the music really sucks you into,
Yeah.
and that's where I appreciate
Thank
the
you.
composing.
I actually edited that too.
I know you did.
Yeah.
You did a great
It was
job.
cool.
No,
Thanks.
you really. I mean, are you
We're getting
self-taught
there.
with editing too?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so impressive.
I've been editing for years.
It's
I love it.
amazing.
It's so much fun.
Oh my gosh,
But
it's
you
very
know-
tedious.
oh
Though,
my God,
Stephen.
like-
it's not like an easy thing to
Right.
do.
No. I edited Operation Wasteland. One, because I know the guys, and I wrote it and I directed, I produced it. So it wasn't I didn't want anyone else to touch it, but I just wanted to do it.
But you had
I
a
just
vision. And
felt it, saw it, so I did it.
It's their story, but it's your baby.
It took me 3 days to shoot it,
Okay.
and it took me 180 hours to edit it. That's
That's the tedious.
editing,
That's
yeah.
the tedious part of it.
like we're in post-production now on the Slava Ukraini documentary. That's going to take me about the same, about 160, 170
yeah,
hours.
that's where most of the time is spent.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
Great stories. Yeah, they rescued so many people
Yeah.
from the country.
I have that here. You did. I have that here. You also did Boston Harbor Boys.
Oh, that was
which
great.
I laughed my
Yeah.
butt off watching
great,
that.
yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was Jackass meets Deadliest Catch.
Yes, and then it's obviously it's a bunch of fishermen in Boston, and there's this one guy. He's so
Who,
funny.
Sean?
He's
Yeah,
he's always
Sean's
pulling
guy.
when he wrapped up the boat. Oh my
man.
God! And they took
Yeah.
all the knives, and they took him 3 hours to
Yeah, he
untwine
really
it.
did that.
Funny. You did Taxi
Empire. Yeah.
which was also very good. Pasta People, I couldn't really find anything on. I wasn't
Well,
sure about
Pasta
that.
People, that one didn't go anywhere.
Okay, I wasn't sure. But then you did the Tequila. Hello.
Oh, Bahari Tequila.
Yes.
That was a great little
And you
doc.
filmed that
Yep.
in Mexico, right?
We
Did you film
filmed
that in
everywhere.
Mexico?
We were everywhere.
Were you?
We actually, I don't know which clips you saw.
My daughter wants to go there for her engagement.
Oh,
Her, not
awesome.
engagement, sorry. My daughter wants to go to Mexico for her bachelorette party.
Cabo.
My daughter thinks
Gotta
she's a
go to Cabo.
Kardashian. I'm saying that here, right here. My daughter thinks she's a Kardashian. She's not a Kardashian. But she's like, oh, we're going to go to Mexico for my bachelorette. And Steven's looking at me goes, well, we'll probably go to a Metallica concert and just hang out or something. You know, it's like,
So we'll go to
that's all he
Cabo,
wants
yeah.
to do.
Those guys are big Cabo guys. It was always their dream to have a tequila company, and they called me up and said, hey, let's shoot it.
Did
And
you
I did it with my
you
partner,
taste
Dan
the
Franco, on
product?
it.
Is
I
it
did.
Is it a good product?
It's
Is it
amazing.
smooth? All right,
It's
just
made with
checking.
deep well water. It's very good, and
Uh-huh.
they spared no expense. And the
That's
bottle's
good.
really cool
Yeah, it's so cool.
because it looks like the Baja.
It's like I want to be
Yeah.
able to find it, and you know what I mean? Because it's really
Yeah,
really wild.
they were friends with my partner on that, Dan Frankel, great
Uh-huh.
guy, cinema photographer, DP, good guy.
All right, we have so much more to talk about.
We
but
do.
We have to take another break, so stay right there. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
Well, hi there, Teresa. It's John York from General Hospital. I am just checking in because apparently you have a great talk show called Tea Time on Strong Island TV. I want you to have continued great success and have a lot of fun. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun, And that's pretty much the key to everything, isn't it? So continued success. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, Teresa. Bye.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. It's my first show in 2023, people. I'm excited. And I want to thank some people who are watching, give some shout outs to Ralph Bracco's watching, and Greg DiFilippo down in nice, sunny, warm Florida, Ann and Bruno and Mickey. Thank you everyone for watching the show. Please like it, please share it. I appreciate you being so loyal to me and my show. Really, I feel the love. I feel the love. I'm feeling love in 2023. But I am with my friend here, Stephen Calapai, who is a film/TV producer. He's a writer, he's a director, he's an artist. This man has dabbled in everything. And we're talking about from music and composing and a Grammy member, voting Grammy member, and just a talent manager. And hello, the list is, it's
stop.
incredible.
Please stop.
It's just incredible. And he has produced 2 feature films. He's a writer. He directed 2 docs, 2 corporate videos, 4 TV base pilots, written several feature film screenplays. This man is incredible. You really are incredible. And during COVID, you dabbled in art. You didn't just dabble, my friend. You did over 100 pieces of artwork.
Yeah, over 200. Actually.
Oh, now I'm sorry. Let me correct. Over 200.
About 200.
I so want to go. I want to go to the gallery. I so want to purchase a piece. I told you I'm loving.
I closed the gallery now.
Oh, it is okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I just didn't have time.
Okay, so then I have to come over and pick one of them from the
I have everything in
Blossom. From the
storage.
Blossom.
Just come by. Take
I'm just
whatever
telling
you
you.
want.
I'm just telling you. I fell in love. It spoke to me. The Blossom collection.
Those
spoke
actually
to me.
sold very well, and I was surprised. I never painted before ever.
I'm going to throw up some pictures. We're going to throw up some pictures. We have pictures of his.
Yeah, let's
He's
see 'em.
self-taught, people. He's the other thing. He's self-taught. And
very-
it's
very lucky.
Some of them is very abstract. Some of it's very whimsical.
Yeah, I
and
wanted to do a little
look,
everything.
look at that. I love it. I love it.
Oh, I sold that one.
I'm sure you did, but
Yeah, it was a
I
good
just
piece.
love the part of the that's part of the Blossom.
Yeah, Blossom.
I love the Blossom.
That's so cool.
And that is amazing.
that, yeah.
Amazing. Just amazing. Very abstract. And, I'm sure Andy rubbed off on you a little bit too.
They all do. Yeah,
You know?
Andy, Damien Hirst, you name it. Mondrian,
And that one too.
sold that one.
Yeah, just beautiful. I think I only sent him a few because there was like many
that's
to
fine.
choose
Yeah,
from.
that's cool.
But just to show you the differences, because they are. You have so abstract with bold, and then you have so whimsical with light, and it's so you're not really pigeonholed.
I woke up one day, when COVID hit.
Yes.
And I said, well, I can't film, and there's really nothing I can do.
Right.
And I said, well, I've always wanted to paint, so I just picked up a brush and started painting.
I can't draw
I
a
had
stick
no
figure.
idea.
This
I
is
still,
crazy.
I still honestly have no idea what I'm doing. I don't.
You're a prodigy.
But I don't want to know.
I'm telling you, you're a prodigy.
No.
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
You are. No, you
Wanna hear
really
a
are.
quick
What do you
funny
think?
story?
Everyone can just pick up a paintbrush and do that?
But they can if they try.
I cannot. I could.
That's what I thought.
I think I could doodle maybe.
I mean, the first painting I picked up wasn't one of those. It was, I just drew something. I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And then I sent it to a friend of mine, and she's like, oh my God, this is really good. You don't understand. I'm like, really?
You see, art is very subjective, like comedy. Right?
But you
because
see,
in comedy, what's funny to me may not be funny to you. In art,
Right.
art, it's really what speaks to you. And
Yeah.
that's why your Blossom collection spoke to me. Like,
yeah.
that's what jumped out at
Exactly.
me. It's like picking a piece, ladies, it's like picking out a piece of jewelry.
That-
We know what we like.
Very true.
And if we see it, we know we like it, we want it.
very true.
That's why men just say, here, go get what you want. You know what I'm saying?
I got very, very lucky. And again, a lot of it was because of what we were talking about before. Is one, never giving up,
Yes,
and two, it's
never
the right
give up.
channels. Information is free. Just go get it.
Right.
Go on the internet.
Right.
Growing up, I never had the internet. So I had to go out in the world and do it. Now the
Yeah.
internet, you could just find out a lot of who the players are and do it.
Right.
But one of my pieces got picked up in Modern Luxury magazine, which if you're an artist, that's like huge to get into.
Wow, that's
And
incredible.
at first I didn't believe it.
Incredible.
But when they interviewed me, they asked me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answers to.
Really?
What kind of brush, this and that. And I'm like, you mean there's more than one brush?
One with
And-
bristles?
Yeah, I'm like, what? I got through the interview, but I used everything I learned growing up
Right.
to get through that interview
Right.
and the
Right.
research
Your
to
street
learn.
smarts.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
art is art. That's
Yeah,
all you
art
really
is
have
art.
to
That's
know.
a great answer.
It is.
But it's
whatever
true.
whatever you
It's
think
true.
it is.
And it, like I said, it has to speak to you. It's something that speaks to you. But you did over 200.
Yeah.
So now you had opened the gallery. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there. I saw when you were having the opening.
Yeah.
I had something going on.
Yeah, we did
Unfortunately,
good.
I never got there. But
Yeah.
you had it open for a period of time.
Yep.
And a lot of people came. They supported. They purchased. It was great.
Yeah.
You know, and who knows, maybe later on down the road you might open it again or do something
Maybe.
again. You don't
Yeah.
know. You never
If
know.
I had more time, I would have kept it open. I just don't have the time
That's
to do
the
it.
thing. Time is so precious.
Yeah.
It really is a hot commodity.
But I tell you though, it got me through a really hard time because it got me through COVID.
Yes. Yeah.
And every day I had
Yeah,
something
and
to
I
do.
saw a lot of my friends were there, which was nice.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
came, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
That's amazing.
The strangest thing is, I sold paintings to people all around the world. And I still to this day don't know how I did it.
It's amazing.
But I did it. That's my whole point.
Yeah.
I did it.
Yeah.
I'm proof that you can do anything.
And also, I want you to know, and I give this out at the end of the show, but I'm giving it out now. He is on Facebook, he's on Instagram, he's on Twitter, and he has a website. So it's Stephen with a V, Calapai. It's Calapai, and it's .net. So
Yeah,
it's
it's like
StephenCalapai.net. Go to that, and again, or even Google him. It'll take you to artwork. There's still,
absolutely.
it's still there. It's
Yeah.
still there.
I still have them in storage.
So it's just amazing, and like I said, and you did things on a very, very, very large scale.
Oh, yeah.
And really, really big stuff.
Yeah, I did
like
a
your
lot of-
biggest piece was what? Was it bigger
I
than
did-
48 by
yeah.
48?
Yeah, I've gone bigger. I've gone 72-48. Wow. Most of them were 36-48 or 48-48.
Right. So you really had to have an art wall to
Yeah.
put it on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you need a
an
big
art
spot.
wall. Yeah. I mean, they're a showpiece.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
People walk in and they're like, wow. It's like, who
You know-
did that?
You know why a lot
And
of
then
them...
they say, you.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. But you know what it is? There's a lot of people, they want to show them... Like I sold a lot of stuff to people in the Hamptons. And,
Right.
They had summer houses. They wanted
Yes.
to decorate the summer houses.
Yes.
It doesn't matter to me. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
When the guests come or whatever. But a lot of people do that because they want people to see hand-painted stuff in their house. They don't want something bought out of store, which is nothing wrong with stuff bought out of store.
Yeah.
But I think that's another reason
But
why
and
I
it's
did
also
that.
nice to support a local artist.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But also, too, what I did is I aligned myself with a lot of charities, too. So I gave a lot of
We talked about that.
portions of what I sold to charity.
Which is nice, which is very, very sweet.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm
Linda
always trying to give
DeVides.
back.
Thank you for watching. Listen, I want to know, did you have a favorite piece that you did that was hard for you to part with, maybe?
all of them.
Because they're like babies,
Yeah.
right? They're like,
I
you
didn't
gave
wanna-
birth to
I didn't
them,
wanna
and then you
sell
have to
any
let
of
them
them.
go.
Yeah.
Go out into the world.
I still don't. I
Yeah.
still...
It's
so
hard,
they're
it's
in
hard.
storage, and I look at them, and I'm like, oh, God, I can't sell this. I just can't get rid of it. But I'm out of walls in my house,
Yeah.
I have nowhere else to put anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they become your babies.
They do. They do. No, they really, really, really do.
And it's weird,
yeah.
like I said, art is very subjective.
It
like
is.
you
It
said,
is. It
and
really is.
There's stuff
It's
that I
what
love that
speaks to
people
you.
hate, and there's stuff I hate people love. And I'm like, oh, but that's cool, though. That's what's
Yeah.
so cool about it.
That's what's great about it. So we were talking. I want to go back because we had mentioned a lot of the stuff that he's done. Just to reiterate, 2 feature films, wrote and direct 2 docs, 2 corporate videos, 4
3
TV
docs,
based. Oh, I'm sorry, we're up to 3 now. 3, 4 TV based pilots, and you've written several feature films, screenplays, film screenplays.
Yeah, I have 2 that we're going to be doing. Is 2. One.
You're going to be filming,
yeah,
right?
One's Willie the Magic Bean. The other one's called
The
Caught at the
that I have that right here.
Ah.
Yes, hello.
What a great story.
Yes, this story,
Mm-hmm. I
The
actually
Magic
have-
Bean is Willie
Willie the Magic
the
Bean,
Magic
yeah.
Bean, and that is with Chicago Bears.
That's Willie Galt, yeah.
Yes, and he's
Won
a
a Super Bowl with the
Super Bowl
Bears.
champ.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can't give it all
I know
away.
you can't. I know you can't.
It's faith-based film.
And I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
good.
that because
It's about faith, hope, redemption in football.
love it.
That's it.
Love
And he's
it.
a player, when he's younger, and he's really cocky and he never does the right thing, but he's the best. And he winds up leaving a championship game and has a very terrible car accident. And things happen which I don't want to reveal in it. But he becomes an alcoholic and he gets out of the limelight. And we meet him when he's in his late 50s. And it's quite the story.
Yeah. I can't wait. So
It's pretty
exciting.
cool.
Really exciting. And then you did
Carter Fearless is good. I don't know if you have the Carter.
yeah, I have it right
that's
here.
so
That's
cool.
a feature film. Tell me about that. I love that too.
That's amazing. Well, Carter Fearless was the only Roman soldier to strike Christ
Yes.
in the Bible.
Yes.
They were two. There was Cascar who put the knife in Christ, and Carter Fearless. Great movie. The opening scene is really interesting, which is going to grab everybody. It shows him striking the Christ character, and the Christ character looks at him and says, "I will go, but you will stay." So all he wants to do now is die. So he spends, from when Christ was crucified up until present day, helping people as a mercenary. It's cool. I don't want to give too much away.
I know.
But that's
And
a
then
good one. Yeah.
Shooting Cars. That was
Shooting
on
Cars,
was that on Bravo?
Yep. Shooting Cars I executive produced. It was actually my idea with a couple other partners of mine. Those were the cars that are in feature films. They're called picture cars. I said, this would be a great show.
Yeah.
And then someone with us overheard that and he says, well, I'm going to make that happen. And it just happened. So we got on.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Rear View.
Rear View. That, I think, is going to be called The Weapon. I'm not sure. I think they're
That's
changing
a lot.
the title.
Sometimes they
Yeah,
change.
Rear View was great. I was a co-producer on those two. Great actors, Tony Sheena, incredible actor, Chuck Zito, Bruce Dern, Richard Grieco. was
Yeah,
in
I
it.
loved the promo for that too when I
Yeah,
saw it.
it was good.
Yeah, really, really,
Yeah,
really
we were
good.
great producers on it. Great director, Michael Casey, who actually wrote it too.
And again,
Tony
Operation
Sheena.
Wasteland, true story, doc, true story.
The Operation Wasteland's great. People need to see that.
You
what
need to
happened
see it.
them.
Need to see it, and get mad about it, and write people about how these people. I don't think it's ever too late to be. I don't know what's the word, recognized or appreciated.
absolutely.
I mean, even though
They deserve the credit for
yes,
what
they do.
did.
They definitely do in more ways than one. It's got to be done. It's gotta
And we
be
don't
done.
get, I let people, in a documentary, you want to show the truth and what really happened, so we did that, but you want people to form their own opinion. So there's a lot of Rudy Giuliani in there and what he did to them, and he took a lot of the credit for it. And
Yeah, I saw that in the paper.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's
I saw that.
So I'm proud of those guys for standing up, and I'm
Yeah.
proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And then you did infomercial for Bungie.
Yeah,
Watched
Bungie's
that.
cool.
That was cool. That's an
Yeah.
app, right? It's an app.
It's a new app.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a new app.
We're going global pretty soon.
Yeah, it's
That app's gonna be
exciting.
around. Well, what's great about Bungie is everybody knows somebody. So it's like
This
if you
is
need a
true.
painter or someone, you go talk to your friend, hey, do you know someone that can paint my house? Well,
Yeah,
I know someone. So their slogan is,
Yeah,
oh, I
yeah,
know
yeah.
someone.
Yep.
But now you get paid for it. They
Yeah.
give you paid referrals. So it was a cool
It's
idea.
cool. It is cool to get
Yeah.
paid for referring someone.
And I have a commercial coming up with them that I'm shooting in, I think, February.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm going tomorrow. I think we're doing
He's
a
here for a
commercial.
while, though, right?
Yeah,
You're here for a
I'm
while?
here for about 2
No, because
weeks.
you travel a lot.
Oh, yeah. All last year I lived out of a suitcase. I was in Arizona, Miami, Los Angeles, Vegas.
Do you call Long Island home?
Yeah. I'm still here.
Well, I'm just
Yeah.
checking. And,
Yeah.
and when you're here, you're in Belmore?
I'm in Belmore, yeah.
I'm in Belmore, too.
That's cool.
No, North Belmore. Technically, it's Wantua, but North Belmore schools.
Oh, cool.
So my daughter went to Mepham.
Oh, man, yeah, so did, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, right by North Shore Farms.
Cool.
On Jerusalem.
I know, yeah.
Right there. Now I'm telling everyone where I live. Okay.
Yeah, right? They're going to stalk us both.
Yeah, they know. A stalker. So I mean, it's a nice resume and a wide variety of different things that you've done. What about Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? What was that? That
Oh,
was
that's
for
good.
TV?
That's out a network right now.
Is
yeah.
it?
That's, really good one. Good twist on that one.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, his lips are sealed on this one, people.
I can't talk too much about
I
that.
know. It's like pulling teeth. No pun intended.
Let's just say you'll never guess who's coming to dinner.
Okay.
That's the twist.
All right.
And it is celebrity hosted, which is good.
Oh.
It's a good one.
I like that.
But you see, everything I did, even way back to the earlier ones, like the Taxi Empire kind of stuff.
Yeah, Taxi Empire.
I couldn't have
I saw
done-
that too. That had to do in the Hamptons. That's in the
Yeah, that was
Hamptons.
cool.
Yeah, I watched that too.
I couldn't have done anything that I did without good people behind me.
Right.
And having a good crew and, good partners and staying away from the bad people. because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm still to this day at my age still trying to surround myself with good people. Because the bad people come after you, the more successful you get. And
Yes.
I just try to stay away from them.
Yeah, I hear you.
Again, you know, you nonstop learning, and the way you learn in the industry I'm in is you learn from your crew. You know, I don't want to be better than the guy who's filming it. You know what I mean? The
Right.
cinematographer,
Right.
I don't want to know. It's his
you
job.
want him to be the best, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you work with the same cinematographer most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Which I noticed,
I had a couple
too.
of them, like Josh
Yeah.
Ostley, who's
Josh,
great, and Dan
right.
Frankel, who's a genius. Yeah, so
It's nice. It's nice when you
It's
have,
all who you surround yourself
Well, that's
with.
the whole thing is like, you know, and I've learned and people have learned when you're looking for a crew, whether it's actors or, like you said, cinematographers or boom or sound or
or
whatever.
anything, yeah.
Once you work with someone and you see their work, you know their work, and you know their personality and what type of person they are,
Right.
you want to continue. Like you kind of like want to take them along on different projects with you because you
100%.
know that you could count on them. You know what kind of work they do and
Yeah.
what you're going to get out of them.
Yeah, and see, the benefit of that is now these great crews that I was able to meet and put together. Now, for the feature films that I have, I know I have a crew in Miami. I know I have a crew in
Yeah, you're gonna be
Arizona,
filming in
I have a
Miami and
crew in
Nevada,
Georgia.
right?
I'm actually going to film, yes, one in Miami,
Yes.
another one in Atlanta.
Yes. 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 That's
Yeah.
the Magic Bean one, right?
That's cool. Yeah, very good. Good research. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Very good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, Willie the Magic being there. But you know what's great, though, is the reason why we're filming there is the tax credits are great. The tax incentives for filmmakers and indie filmmakers like myself are incredible.
yeah.
I mean, they'll give you 20%, 25%, 30%.
Yeah. Well, I heard. I mean, Atlanta's like the hottest place
it's
now,
great.
you know, to film, and that's where what's his name is with his oh my God, Medea. What's his name? I'm having a brain fart.
Really?
Tyler
Really?
Perry, thank you.
Like the most famous guy in the world.
No,
right now.
sorry, I'm picturing him as a woman right now, so I'm like as Medea. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
hello. Yeah, that's
Another
why he built.
great
He built
guy.
a
Good guy.
the
Built
biggest
incredible
studio out
studios.
there. Are you kidding?
Always helps
It's
people
funny
out.
because my friend Terrell and I said for 2023, he's like, girl. He plays Reggie Jackson in Bad Boy with me, and he's
Cool.
like, girl, we gotta go to Atlanta. And I'm like, all right, Terrell. I says, we'll put it out into the universe. But he's
there's
like, no,
great-
because
great
he
crews there.
wants to go. He's like, really wants to go. I'm like,
Yeah, I have great crew in
what
Atlanta,
happens.
great crew in Miami.
isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's also peace of mind.
Oh, yeah. I
You
know I don't
know?
have to worry about anything.
Speaking about peace of mind, I gotta go to my last break.
There you go.
So stay right there. More with Steven when we come back. Don't go away.
Doc, who's the best comedian you know?
Teresa Farrow.
And who's the best actress you know?
Teresa Farrow.
And who's the best cast member in Bad Boy?
Teresa Farrow.
Who's got the best radio?
Teresa Farrow.
Doc, who's your favorite Jimmy?
Teresa Farrow.
Who are you loving right now?
Teresa Farrow.
All right, Doc, I love you too, baby.
Love you as always.
Thank you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Tea Time. Thank you for joining me tonight, the first Monday in 2023. I'm excited. I'm excited for this year. I wore a little bling for New Year's. See, I got the whole
very
theme
sparkly.
going on. Thank you very much. I want to thank everyone
Rain Man.
for watching the show, liking the show, sharing the show, just supporting Tea Time. I love doing it. I'm going to keep doing it as long as people keep watching. But I am with a film/TV producer, writer, director, artist. He's done everything. He's an editor, executive producing manager, agent. I know, this goes on and on and on. Self-taught drummer and artist. I mean, it's crazy. But in these last few moments, I just want to let everyone know that you can find Steven, and it's Calapai. It's Steven with a V, Calapai. Okay, you can find him on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And also, if you go to stevencalapai.net, that's where a lot of his information is, and that's your best bet. And check out his art, because it is amazing. It really is. But so we were talking during the break a little bit, and we're going to continue with how he dabbled in everything, and how you like to help people when you can, and I'm the same way. I had a friend of mine who was a chef, and he's also a comedian.
Okay.
And Food Network was looking for someone to do one of their shows.
Right.
So right away, Pat Marone. Hi, Pat. I says, I'm sending this to you on Actors Access. You need to submit. You got it.
That's great.
I was thrilled, because there's nothing more than I love than seeing friends succeed.
Yeah, same
really,
with me.
quite honestly.
Absolutely.
That's how I feel. Even with Ralph Bracco getting to play Joe Torre in LA, which was amazing.
Yeah.
So we were talking, because I am on a TV series, but it's like I was telling you, micro budget, whatever. So I'm not, to get your SAG card, I don't have my SAG card yet. Either you have to do 3 backgrounds or principal, or speaking part, whatever.
The SAG guidelines are constantly changing.
Right.
Constantly.
And
good.
People say stay non-union, because there's a lot more work out there. And non-union people, let me just explain this a quick second, and correct me if I'm wrong, but non-union people can do union jobs. Like, I could do Law and Order tomorrow, and my daughter would plots. It depends. It depends on what you're doing. But people who are union cannot do union work.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. And
okay.
When you have SAG, you have AFTRA.
So for someone who was a manager/agent,
Yeah.
let's give out some advice to moi and other aspiring actors and comedians and people who are in the entertainment industry out there need to hear.
The only way you're going to, and again, I speak from failing miserably. My whole life, I wouldn't be a success unless I failed.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it's
because you have to
100%
learn.
true.
You have to learn from your mistakes.
So when it comes to SAG, yeah, it's great to have a SAG card. You're going to get more work. That'll help you get an agent. But if you don't go out there and build your resume, that's not going to happen.
Right.
And you could build your resume with anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Yes.
Go off Broadway. Do short.
Yes.
Independent short films.
Someone told me I could put my show on IMDb, and I had no idea.
You can. Yeah.
Didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I put you down as a guest.
Yeah, you
Right?
can do that. Yeah. What's good about that is you should never stop networking in your industry.
Right.
Never stop, because you never know.
Yeah.
Like, even when you mentioned Ralph Bracco.
Yeah.
Like, I might have a feature film coming up with Operation Wasteland.
Right.
Now, of course, I already saw the guy. I think he'd be great in it if it happens.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he plays
I would
a lot
love
of
to go
cops
from
and
documentary to feature film.
Yeah.
But you see, it's all, you got to network and keep people close. You just got to keep building that resume and don't give up. Get a job. I've had millions of jobs. I did real estate. I sold cars. You name it, I did it.
Well, because you need a real day job to pay the bills.
100%.
And medical benefits.
Sorry,
Or coverage.
screwing with the microphone.
Or you need something.
Oh, absolutely. But you keep going. You will get there. You know what's really good for young actors? Are TV commercials. And you too. I think you should be doing commercials.
Yeah. Well, I actually did a commercial for hotels.com.
Oh, cool.
It was internet, but it was nice. It was like
That's
a 3 or
fine.
4 minute commercial. It was my first professional gig was a hotels.com commercial.
Yeah, I know good friends of mine. They're making so much money in commercials.
Yeah, well, if you land a nice commercial like Flo,
She's doing really good.
or she's laughing all the way to the bank. That's
it's
nice.
a good market, because you could
It's a
be
great
in,
market.
You don't know which market you're going to be in, the East Coast, Central, West Coast, or international.
Listen, I always keep a bag packed at the bottom of my closet for quick getaways. Like if someone wants me in LA
Right.
tomorrow, I'm there. My passport is updated.
Yeah.
Just got it in the mail 3 days ago.
This is
I
the
am
woman you
good
have to
to
hire.
go.
Yeah?
I'm good to go.
Yeah, we'll get you into something. See what we can get you into.
I appreciate it.
But you know, myself too. I still have the bag packed because I still get calls from other people.
Right.
Everyone has to eat. I got to make money too.
You
It's not
have
just my
to,
own stuff.
You have to. You have to.
So I got the bag packed too. I'll go.
Yeah.
And I do
no,
go.
Yeah.
They call
I'm
Steve. I need
ready.
you in Miami. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. No, really. When will you be in Miami and Nevada? Do you know when you'll be? You said maybe February.
I think I'll be in LA first.
Okay.
Quickly in LA,
Okay.
probably the second week.
Yeah.
Coming up, and then I think from there I'm going to Miami, and then Atlanta,
Yeah.
and then God knows where.
Well, listen, I want to thank you so much
thank you. It
for
was my
coming in
pleasure.
and doing this.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time. I had a
Yeah.
great time too, finally meeting you in person.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everyone for watching Tea Time and again, supporting me. And I wish you all the best in 2023.
You too.
All good things, my friend, in
Thank you.
2023. Really, all
Yeah,
good
it was
things.
fun.
And all good things for everyone watching
Thanks for having me on.
in 2023. Listen, everyone, tell everyone you love them, okay? And I'll see you next week, everyone. Ciao.